Hello everybody, Casey here. Welcome to this brand new Dream SMP discussion video. In today's video, I'm going to be taking a different approach to what we are talking about, because it's not going to be anything relating to the main storyline currently going on in the SMP. I will be talking about a side thing that is currently going on, Tales from the Dream SMP. This one has interested me for a long time, and I've been wanting to cover it, and I decided today would be the day. So I'm just gonna go over basic info about it, going over the 4 main episodes and what their lore reveals were, and just going over how all this relates to the main current plot. So I do hope you go on to enjoy it. Warning, there will be stuttering in this video. I can't help it. It's kind of a thing. I would really appreciate it if you did subscribe. It helps me out a lot. So anyways, let's get right into the video. So the first thing I want to talk about is the 4 main installments we have in Tales from the Dream SMP, and go over what they brought to the table in terms of lore-wise. So the first episode was The Village That Went Mad, starring some of our favorite Dream SMP creators in a village that was sent centuries before the events of the Dream SMP. In terms, this was pretty much like a game of murder mystery, and it didn't really have any connections to the main plot, or any lore reveals to be more precise. Just a nice one-off story to start it off. And same was about for episode 2, which was the beach episode, where some of our favorite Dream SMP characters take part in a treasure hunt. Again, this didn't really have that many lore reveals in terms of what I would consider, or I did not see any. The third episode is where it gets a bit more interesting, because that is episode 3, is called The Lost City of Mizu, where 4 fishermen stumble across the lost city of Mizu and explore it. What I wanted to bring up in this is a couple big reveals. First of all, at the end of the stream, it is revealed that something lives there and guards it. From the skin, we can tell that it obviously has a resemblance to Rambo. So that leads us, or the fan base, to believe that that is one of Rambo's descendants. So that just adds a bit more to Rambo's character and where he came from. We have a bit of a look into what one of his descendants was doing. And I believe, don't count me on this, but I believe it was also revealed in this stream that Carl, yes, Carl, the character on the Dream SMP, was actually a time traveler, going to different locations throughout time and marking their events and keeping them in a library on the Dream SMP itself. And this is where it got a lot more interesting in terms of lore-wise, because this was a big reveal. And it also explains where Carl has been all this time, because in terms of story-wise, he hasn't appeared in any major big plot events in quite a while. So it does explain where he's been all this time. Now, I want to go to episode 4, because this is personally my favorite and definitely the most intriguing episode we have. The Masquerade. Pretty much, Carl goes to a mansion run by a wealthy person, and they proceed to have a big party and all. Plot really isn't that big. What I want to cover is the big lore reveals that happened at the end. This, at least, is the first time we see the egg timeline-wise. At least this is supposedly the origins of it in the basement of the wealthy landowner. So this So this is supposedly the origin story of the age. How it got there, we still don't know. And why it's just underground now is pretty simple. It probably just got buried and lost to history until Bad Boy Halo brought it back up in November. Now, what even interests me even more? So, we also learn that Carl has to make a diary in order to keep his memories and not lose who he is. Because every time Carl time travels, he loses a bit of his memories. So that is important to know for later on. This is also our first look of the in-between. Pretty much where Carl goes for when he time travels and when he comes back. We don't know much about this because episode 4 being the most recent was just seen, so we don't know much. But we do know that somebody was here before Carl, because Carl finds a book telling us that to explore the castle, and he'll figure out how to keep his memory from being erased every time he time travels. So we know that somebody has been in this land before Carl has. So that is pretty much all the big lore reveals up to episode 4. Episode 5, Wild West, should be coming out within the next few days on Carl's Twitch channel. So that will definitely be interesting, and this video will most likely be outdated again within 2 days. But that doesn't matter. So, I just wanted to cover some theories on what could happen. So the main thing I do want to cover is Carl's library, since that is where he keeps all information about all of the Tales of the Dream SMP stuff. That is on the Dream SMP server, and hypothetically could be found by somebody. Who that is, we don't know. My best guess would probably be Rambo or Dream, just considering the biggest amount of plot relevance they had recently, and Dream just wanting it to cause chaos. But it could be stumbled upon by anyone, and depending on their intentions, it could lead to some bad things happening if that library was to be found. But the unknown person said to Carl to keep constantly moving it, so it will be hard to track down, and to also recruit people that he deeply trusts to his cause. Those people, again, I don't have a clue on. They could be anyone. Only time will tell at this point. So yeah, that is pretty much all of my theories on this right now. I just wanted to make it in this video because this side series really interests me, and I really want to see where this goes. Sorry if this video did feel like a bit vague at some points. We just don't know enough about just anything about it at this point. So anyways, I did hope you go on to enjoy this video. Go check out Carl's Twitch in the description to make sure to catch episode 5 of Tales of the Dream SMP when it comes out, and I will be seeing you guys in the next video in about 2 weeks. Peace.